You're in the rant hole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one by becoming one. We've got Anime Watcher who says, please talk about your thoughts on this relationship concept known as role reversal. Basically a switch of the traditional gender roles. For men, it's like wanting to be the bottom in a gay relationship, except with the caveat that your partner is a biological woman. For women, role reversal is like wanting to be the top in a gay relationship, except your bottom partner is a biological man, not to be confused with mainstream BDSM. I am quite familiar with role reversal as somebody who considers themselves to be somewhat fluid in the way that they portray their gender, and who is also engaged to somebody who feels similarly. Maybe we engage in some role reversal in our intimate time. I'm not going to go into any detail because I don't want to, but I dig it. It's not really something I would look for in porn because, like, there's kind of no point to looking for it. I mean, I guess if you are getting off on the idea of it, or if you don't have an ability to experience it in your everyday life, but it's kind of like, if I want to see gender being performed by characters, I talked about this in the hentai rant I just did, that like I mostly just go to porn looking for stuff that's well drawn or stuff that is hot. I don't really care about the context or what's happening, so I can't say it's something that I have like a fetish for looking at. But in terms of acting it out, I mean, it's just an excuse for you to express something different. I don't really see the point in trying to perform the same gender all the time. Like, when I make videos, I don't perform like a feminine type of character almost ever, because I know that that would get a lot of shit. Like, I don't want to be the guy out there talking like a girl in a video and then having a million comments shitting on me for it, especially when I don't have to. But also just like, this type of video that I do is, in many ways, at least for me, more of a masculine expression. So it's like that side comes out more. There might be feelings that I have that are better expressed by a more feminine attitude, by taking something that is traditionally considered feminine, not actually, because if you haven't seen my video, Gender is Irrelevant, I really think that the concept of gender as opposed to sex is flawed in and of itself. Basically, I guess what I'm saying is that you should just act however you feel like acting in whatever situation you happen to be in, If you are feeling a way and want to perform a way that is traditionally considered feminine, well, given what we know about how, gender and sex are not inherently connected, like a lot of it is social concept, a lot of it is just, or averages, it doesn't mean that you're being a woman to act in a way that is considered feminine. If you are not literally a woman and you're acting that way, then you're just a man acting that way. So, just do it, I mean, not that even if you were considered a woman, who cares? I don't understand. Not that I don't understand. I mean, I get that we're all hung up on appearances and how other people think of us or how we think of ourselves and self-identity. Personally, I'm somebody who doesn't have a strong sense of identity. Like, I don't have a strong sense of, like, who I am and want to be perceived as and what I want to perform. It's just, like, whatever I'm feeling, that's how I want to be, So, if I'm in a sexual situation and I'm feeling a type of emotion that would be best expressed in a way that is traditionally considered feminine, I'm not thinking of it in my head of like, oh, I'm going to switch it up and act like a girl now. It's just like, I'm going to act the way I feel, and if that is how this, however this is going to play out. And, in my relationship, because of the fact that both of us have that kind of sway between feeling different ways, not necessarily feeling like we want to perform the same stereotype of gender all the time, and that we're both understanding of that, it leaves a lot of room for just open expression of whatever the hell you happen to feel like. So, I guess what I'm saying is, just go for it, man. Do whatever you want to do. Don't worry about, is this a male performance or feminine performance, or, does doing this make me genderqueer or something. Who gives a fuck about the labels? Just do the thing that you feel in the moment. I hope this answered the question. I feel like it's a conversation that's difficult to have because all the terminology and the way we talk about it bothers me. It's like I want us to really just kind of strip away this conceit that there is a male and female mode of action. It's like whatever is male is whatever I, who happens to be male, am doing. Whether that is traditionally considered feminine is irrelevant because I am a male. So if I'm doing it, it is a male thing to be doing, in that sense. So it's like a weird tautological fucking clusterfuck. Good lord.